Hey guys, welcome back to Fan Cave Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Bluedorn. Up and to my right, we have the Landon Stidham, the pride of the South, Mr. Landon Stidham. And to the top left, we have, you know him as the light-skinned champion, Mr. Debo Mills.
Yeah.
Dylan Bond.
What's
How we
happening?
doing, fellas? How we doing on episode 2? How we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really great. I was just adjusting my camo a while ago so everybody could see this shirt. It's gonna be 2022 on it soon. So, just gotta get it ready.
Hey, they look good. They look good.
They were playing against, toddlers, but I mean, hey, we'll take it.
Hey,
Go, Bam.
that's how every game starts out like that, though. Every game starts out with, let's just beat the crap out of some FCS school, and then we'll move on. Pay them a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Pay for their injury. Pay for their injuries.
We got what we paid for, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
All right.
All right, well, guys, today is Monday, September 5th, and this show is going to be a solely college football reaction show to week 1 of college football. We're going to dive into it. Yes, we'll get into the NFL and the shows later on in the week, but this show we're going to kind of focus on just college football all the way around, because I think there's a lot to talk about from this weekend. A lot went down, but we got to start with this. We absolutely have to start. Landon Stidham, after episode 1,
I hyped up Sam Hartman way too.
just was on the Sam Hartman bandwagon.
It's my fault.
Unbelievably,
It's 100%.
Wake Forest.
It's my fault. 100% it's my fault because I hyped up Sam Hartman for literally 30 minutes in the show. And then literally after the show, we found out that Sam Hartman has a non-football related medical condition and is out indefinitely. So, I mean, Wake Forest still has a good defense, but I'm not picking them to win the ACC without a good quarterback. You're just not. In today's span of college football, you're just not. So, but yeah, we can just stop talking about that and get into what actually matters.
Wait, what's your new pick?
Yeah, who you got winning the ACC championship and then the college?
ACC, I wanted to pick anybody but Clemson, but I mean, I wanted to pick Pitt. I don't think their defense is good enough. Wanted to do NC State. After watching them against ECU, I don't think so. I hate picking favorites, but I mean Clemson now. I think Wake Forest could beat them, but now Clemson, I think you just gotta pick Clemson. I think it's the obvious answer. You gotta go with Clemson win the ACC, but now playoffs.
I know that goes down like vinegar. I know it. I know it's tough to say, Landon. I know it's tough for you to hear you say that.
It hurts. It does.
I'm glad you came to your senses.
All right, let's dive right into it. The first thing we want to cover, we're going to get into Utah's close loss to the Florida Gators. My question for you two is Anthony Richardson legit? Can he be the guy that everybody's talking about? So Dan Orlovsky, right before he called the game, but beforehand on the Paul Feinbaum show, he came in and was super high on Anthony Richardson. He even said something along the lines of, he's like the most like, I don't want to like misquote it, but he was like not the most pro ready, but he was the most talented, physically talented quarterback in the country. And he has the stuff that the pro, like he has the stuff that we see in pro quarterbacks in the NFL right now. We see he has the athleticism, he wasn't sure, but he said that he's the most physically talented quarterback in the country. That was what Dan Orlovsky said.
Yeah. I mean, listen, dude is legit. All right. It's been a long time since we've seen a quarterback wear number 15 for Florida. Run the ball like that, right? So, yeah, I think he's good. But also, man, it's tough because a lot of these games you can't judge. But week 1, a Pac-12 defense, I don't know yet. So, but now the biggest test, I think next week we're going to be able to sit here and confidently answer that question when he plays an SEC East rival, Kentucky, at home again. So, give me a week. But if I had to pick today, yeah, I mean, look, you saw how he did with the 2-point conversions with goal line and the red zone, in the run game and the pass game. He made the right decision yesterday. Will he do it the rest of the year? I don't know.
What are your thoughts, Debo? What do you think of Anthony Richardson?
That's the one game I didn't get to watch that game yesterday. I was at work yesterday when that game happened, bro. I don't watch.
feel that.
Plus, I don't even like Utah like that. But no, I didn't get to watch that game yesterday.
Well, I got a little vinegar in my mouth because I picked Utah to be in the college football playoff, but we'll get into that later. But I cannot believe Cam Rising threw the ball, tried to force a ball in the end zone to lose the game when they're on the 10-yard line, whatever they were on.
He had the running back.
I know. And it's unbelievable. He forced that ball in there when the field goal brings him to overtime. I'm shocked. Utah, you're dead to me. Let's move on. That's ridiculous.
That's what we get for picking Utah in our college
Yeah,
football playoffs.
absolutely.
That's what we get for putting a Pac-12 team in the playoffs. That's exactly what we deserve, Dylan.
100%.
Debo knew exactly what was coming. He saw right through it.
Yeah, no, he knew. He knew.
Go Utes.
Dude, it's the most original, well thought out mascot in college football.
Yep.
All right. Oregon. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about Oregon and Georgia, boys. We have to talk about it.
Can I say one thing though before we move on? I didn't get to watch that game, but I did see the one play from that game where Florida's quarterback did that spin throw.
The fake?
That was insane.
Yes.
That was insane. Yeah. I mean, hey, if we're going off one play, hey, give that guy the Heisman. Week 1, he's got Heisman race.
Oh, you didn't watch Bryce Young.
Oh, yeah, he's probably throwing to wide open receivers.
Yeah, that's why he looks so good because nobody's around him.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right, the Oregon game. Was this game that was onslaught, was it more a pathetic Oregon team on the field, or was it the Georgia greatness? What do you think, Debo?
I don't really think it's necessarily was a bad Oregon team. I mean, I feel like it's just week 1 for them, whereas when you come and play Georgia or Bama, they're already mid-season form week 1, whereas there was a lot of errors on that Oregon team, and plus their coaches on offense were calling some very sus plays. I don't know why you're running empty formation against Georgia. That's not going to work out ever.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What do you think?
I think it's more about a bad Oregon team. Just because of this. You watched for 4 years. Bo Nix get dominated by a Georgia defense. So then he decides to move 4,000 miles away, wear the color green, and still get dominated by Georgia. I mean, Oregon, like Debo said, the play call was bad. Bo Nix had a lot of bad reads. It just was not a well-played game by Oregon. Now, if you look at some of the stats, though, it's not that they were outplayed. It just felt like that every time Stetson Bennett made the right decision more than Bo Nix did. Time possession was only separated by 3 minutes. There's some other stats in here that, you can look at. The biggest thing is that Georgia was 7 for 7 in the red zone. I think they had 7 touchdowns. When they got to the red zone, they were scoring touchdowns. They weren't scoring field goals. And then when Oregon got to the red zone, they only got there twice and got a field goal. They were moving the ball and had it for long periods of time, which things you have to do against Bama and Georgia to beat them. But they just weren't capitalizing on opportunities. So, and obviously Georgia did.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree. I don't think Oregon is as bad. I mean, I'm sure everybody on every network is saying that Oregon's dead. They're terrible. I don't think that's the case. Although I do think Bo Nix sucks. But other than that, I think Georgia didn't get enough hype to start the year. I mean, yeah, they're a top 3 team, but I think Georgia looks pretty darn good. They're not Alabama, but I think they're pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys is, I think I know Landon's answer, but after this week 1 game, is Georgia the number 1 team in the country after week 1? What do you guys think?
Debo?
I mean, I don't know. Bama's Bama, dude. I don't know.
I know.
You don't really know until you get there. It's kind of hard to judge until you see him in game opening, before the game, see him talking trash. It's kind of hard to see where the energy's at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Stetson Bennett only missed 3 passes yesterday. Literally missed 3 passes. That's it. Dude was balling. And then I don't know who this Lad McConkey guy is, but hey, dude was balling. But
yeah,
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'll give the edge to Bama right now, but we'll see when that game comes.
Lad McCockney's a cool name, but he's got nothing on Dakotas Crawford, though. That's the coolest name. Dakotas Crawford's the coolest name in sports history. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, too bad names don't help you win games.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Shout out Northwestern.
Your question over who I think is the best team in the number one team in the country right now. We know it's not Ohio State, and that was the big discussion the last 2 weeks. I don't think anyone today is saying Ohio State's the best team in the country. I get it. The one receiver got hurt during the game. It was a weird game for him. It kind of felt like the entire time Notre Dame was in control until the fourth quarter. So, but Georgia and Bama, man, both of them played teams who are not very good. Granted, Georgia played an Oregon team who, I mean, yeah, they're probably a mid-season form too, right, guys? Like they are a Pac-12 team going basically in a home game for Georgia. That's not a good situation for anybody. So, number one team in the country, obviously, I'm going to pick Alabama because Alabama's Alabama. They've been so good for so long. They're the current number one team. They've been super hyped up. I think you got to give them a couple more weeks, both teams, to really see where they stand at. I think Bama, you're going to know a lot more this next week. Georgia's going to have a few more weeks before we see what they got. But, I mean, man, Stetson Bennett played a great game. He made all the right reads. I think that Georgia has the best tight end group in the country. I mean, Alabama, Bryce Young lost his top 8 receiver pass catchers from last year. You know, got a whole new group starting to work with. So, I'm going to roll with the Heisman, with the current Heisman winner. And, but yeah, I got to go to Alabama.
I think Georgia's probably number 2. Here's the thing though. Do we just sleep for the next 10 weeks until the SEC or whatever SEC championship game, and then watch Georgia and Bama play each other twice,
and then again a month later?
Exactly. Like, is that what we just do? You just like sleepwalk through college football, and then get ready for basketball season? That's what it is. Like, it's kind of I love college football, but it's just like it's so annoying that like all we're going to talk about in the next 3 weeks is Georgia and Alabama, Georgia, Alabama, and they're going to have good games, bad games. This is how it's going to go. That being said, though, I do think Alabama's the best team in the country. I don't think Georgia's there quite yet, but I'm sure I'll eat my words. So we'll see. Next question. Is Stetson Bennett an NFL caliber quarterback?
No. Not even close. There's a big difference between an NFL cornerback and an Oregon quarterback and a Pac-12 defense. Stetson Bennett is not a pro quarterback. He has never been a pro quarterback. He will never be a pro quarterback. Never. Not in a million years. He just can't. He's just not. Just look at him. Okay? Look at. Now this is actually the inside of Bryce Young's MRI they did this past week, Dylan. Just wanted to show the fans this. Now this is what a pro level quarterback's MRI looks like. Because that man, Bryce Young, has that dog in him. And when he runs back to back for Heisman, if Stetson Bennett wants to know what a pro quarterback looks like, usually most of Bama, he can watch 11 a.m. next week when Bama beats Texas.
Yes. I have no words.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
I like
I've been thinking about it since 6:30 last night for the first drive of the game. So
yeah, I think that one might be better than the what's his name, the guard your mama guy. What's his name?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, there it is. Zach Wilson.
The MILF.
The goat. The
goat.
The Mormon priest himself.
What a G,
bro. The father to this generation, Zach Wilson.
What a role model for kids.
Hey,
yeah, for real.
Stetson Bennett's balling, dude. I don't know. I think he's a pro quarterback. He was like even when plays were breaking down yesterday during their game, he was still rolling out, making stuff happen. Like, I don't know. He seems like he's real calm, cool, and collected. He's looking real good out there. I get it. It's Pac-12 defense, but they still – They still got a couple studs on the defense though. Like you got Noah Sewell, you got Justin Flo. Like I mean, yeah, you got studs everywhere on Georgia's team on offense. But I mean, hey, Stetson.
Yeah, they look like studs yesterday for sure.
Yeah. Man, hey, who knows? It might be Ladd. Ladd might be the X factor of that team.
Dude, Laddie, watch out for Laddie.
Hey, he's a lunch pail guy. I'm telling you.
He's a
Bro,
I mean, sneaky athletic, man.
He's the kind of guy you let date your daughter. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys? This is off the point, but have you guys seen? Debo, do you watch 96 Questions at all? The Brian Robinson.
Yes.
Goes on the locker room thing. Landon, I don't know if I ever showed you these, but the Minnesota Vikings every week, Brian Robinson asks the questions of the players. Like it's a random question every week, and they say which player in the locker room is like that thing. So back a couple years ago when Stephon Diggs is on the team,
would you not let date your daughter?
Would you not let date your daughter?
Everyone said
like
Stephon Diggs.
90% of the team said Stephon Diggs. Everybody said Diggs. Every single person.
They didn't even hesitate.
They said,
"Oh, Diggs, 100%." It was hilarious.
Dude, there's one guy who was like, "Who would you not date your daughter?" And like he looks away and starts laughing. He goes, "Stephon Diggs."
Yeah,
like he was dead serious.
Yeah, no. And Thielen was like, "Oh, Diggs, 100%." Like everybody knows Stephon Diggs is that guy.
Buffalo, hide your kids.
Yeah, for real.
Oh man,
we're gonna do some
Northeast is crazy. I mean, they got Diggs, they got Sandusky, they got everybody, dude. It's crazy how there's some wild people in the Northeast. Let me tell you.
Yeah, New York's crazy.
Back to football.
In the Southeast too. Don't forget Florida. Florida makes up for the entire Southeast.
Hey, there's a documentary coming out about that, about the 2008 Florida team. There's also one about. There's a Johnny Manziel Netflix documentary coming out too.
Really? That looks fire. Yeah. Untold.
Oh yeah, I have seen that. Yeah,
I'm hot for that, dude.
You see, he's Texas A&M Hall of Fame now.
He should be. He's probably the best player to ever come through there.
Oh, he changed the university.
Literally.
They put. Was he the only one that got inducted, or did they induct anyone
else?
No,
I'm sure there's a bunch of them, but I'm pretty sure
he's the only one.
Mike Evans better be in there.
He should. Mike Evans was a G, bro.
If there wasn't Mike Evans, we wouldn't know who Johnny Manziel was. That was his main bailout. Just run around and, hey, look, there's Mike down there.
Yeah, right. We make this 6'7" guy miss and have to throw it to the guy who's 6'5". All right. Next topic of discussion. We got to talk about it. The college football playoff expansion to 12 teams coming potentially as soon as 2024, but no later than 2026. Landon, is the college football playoff expansion to 12 teams good for college football?
Okay. Is the college football expansion good? Yes. 12 teams? No. I think it should have been 8 teams. Here's why. With 8 teams, I think you get your 5 conference champs, the next 3 best teams. And then if a team that is not a Power 5 team is good enough to get in, then surely they'll be a top 8 team. If Cincinnati, if they can be a number 4 team last year and get in, you know what I'm saying? A top 8 team can get in. That's more realistic. When you do 12, then you're going to have a team like Oregon, who's ranked 11th, going on the road to Georgia. So basically, yesterday was basically like a playoff game when you think about it. And you watch them get smacked. So I don't know. I don't want to watch a Pac-12 team come to Bama or Ohio State, get spanked by 40. Because it's just not, I don't think it's fun. Now, I get it. It's a playoff game. It's hopped up. I like to see it. I like 8 because if it's 8, I think you have more competition. But with 12, it's kind of like you give guys buys, So maybe if the top 4 teams, if it's 12 and the top 4 teams get a bye and the 8 play each other, because I'd rather see a 12 in a 5 game than I would see a 12 in a 1 game. Yeah. But depending on how they do it, right now I would like 8 more, but I'm happy either way because I'm just glad it's a bigger playoff because I think it makes games more important. More people will play bowl games instead of just dropping you out and getting ready for the draft.
Yeah. I agree. What do you think, Dave?
8 teams is perfect. That's what it should be for sure. Definitely. 12 is definitely too much. You're going to have a very big skill difference. Like, it's going to be very watered down. You're going to have the top teams probably blowing out the bottom teams, like Landon said, about like 40.
Yeah. See,
Definitely.
I think 12 teams is good for one reason. Now the competitive disadvantage, I get the competitive thing, I get that.
Yeah.
But so you guys know I grew up a miserable existence. I've been a Minnesota Gopher and Nebraska post 1990s fan my entire life. And I've never seen anything come from either one of the programs in those years. I mean, I went to college in Nebraska, and Tommy Armstrong was there, and Westerkamp, and they were a top 10 team for a while. Well, then they played Ohio State and got beat 6-3, and the story in the second half became Tommy Armstrong getting hospitalized to the hospital. They started showing on national television the quarterback going to the hospital. They quit showing the football because of how bad the game was. It was ridiculous.
Minnesota.
So what I'm saying is 12 teams is good because it gives the little guys a little bit of hope that they can at least be in the postseason. And it helps recruiting for the entire nation. It helps the smaller teams like the non-big non-powerhouse teams get recruits because they can at least push that you'll at least have a shot to play.
So do you think that 12 teams, you think it's gonna help? How?
Because it at least gives them a chance to get in the dance. You know what I mean?
I get that, but it's like this isn't. There's a big difference between college football and college basketball. I believe in college football nowadays, not everybody can be everybody because of how NIL works and transfers. Teams are so stacked and so good. It's hard for a coach to be able to outcoach another guy when his players are just so much better.
Yeah,
and the drop off is a lot higher than most people think. It isn't Power 5 and everybody else. You're starting to see some of these Power 5 teams follow these other teams, and you're starting to see that the top 3 in the country be the top 3.
Yeah,
and it's.
But it's also because the kids see who's in those 4 every single year, and it's like, why would I go to anybody else that never gets talked about past October? You know what I mean? Why would I do that? Why do I go to the team that has 3 losses every year and their fan base is complaining they're not in, but I think it's good for teams, and it'll shut up the fans and the media people that'll say that, oh, if we were in, we'd have a shot. If BYU got in this year, they'd be good. Yada, yada.
I feel like it takes
that's absolutely ridiculous.
I feel like it takes the perfection factor. I feel like it takes that away because when it was the BCS National Championship and there was only 2 teams, it was like if you lost one game, it's over. Like you had to be perfect.
Right.
We college football playoffs, and it's like, okay, if you lose one game against a really, really good team, you can still win your conference and have a chance.
Yeah.
With 12 teams, you're going to see 2, maybe 3 lost teams get in if they have good enough wins. And for those, non-Power 5 conferences, here's the thing is now those Notre Dames who they don't have to have a conference champ. They don't have to play anybody. They can have one big game or maybe a trap game, and they can get creamed or they can win it, and it doesn't matter. It used to be those games, your resume mattered. Now it's making more where it's like, okay, you know what? We'll let you in. It feels like it's more like a consolation, like, hey, yeah, we'll let you in. But your punishment, now you have to go on the road to Georgia.
Yeah, I agree.
But
it should be that way, though. It should 100% be that way. If they want to allow these more teams in, they should. I would let more teams in, but they got to understand, you're not getting in here because, hey, you have a chance to win. We're letting you in because we're going to let you. If you think you belong here, perfect. Yeah. Go on the road and win at Bama. I agree.
Go on the road and win at Ohio State. Go win at Georgia. You have to go on the road and beat elite teams because those teams they've earned it. They've earned to be home playoff games, top programs. They've earned that. You haven't. And if you want to be there, if you want to be those teams, you got to get there. Now, it's just, I don't know, man, to find coaches like that. But I think it's fun. Either way, an expansion it's better for college football.
Thanks, Devo. I was going to ask about that. But yeah, no, I completely agree. But basically it's like this. It's great that it got expanded because I hated 4 teams. It is annoying. I didn't really care for that as much from my end. But we can say 8 teams, 12 teams, 100 teams. It don't matter. It's just along the lines of like, I'm just happy there's more teams getting in, and there's more football. I'm just happy there's more football that really, really matters,
How would you, like how would you set that up? Like, you think like you should go like top 8 teams, and then after that you go by record off of strength of schedule, like it used to be before the college football playoffs, or what?
What
No,
Dylan told
I
me.
think they're gonna go top 6. The talk is, so they want to get a group of 5 team. They want to get Cincinnati. They want to get a BYU. They want to get one of them in there to basically shut up the fans, I think is what I'm guessing. They're not going to say that, but that's what I think. So I think they're going to have right there, top 5, like the champions. Then the best group of 5 champions. Excuse me. So you have your 6 champions and then 6 at-large bids. The next 6 will be anybody that they choose. The best 6 teams after that.
So 5 Power 5, a group of 5, and then miscellaneous.
6 at-large, and then the top 4 teams will get a bye.
Got you. That'd be sick. That'd actually be pretty cool.
Either way, I think it's fun. I hope they put it in next year.
And I wish they would get the Bulls involved. Like they are for like the semifinals, I know, but I know they give the higher seed for the first round games. They're talking about having the higher seed be the home field team. But I kind of wished it was like the Bulls would get involved and it was neutral site for every single game, because then you'd really see who the better team is and not the home field advantage. I kind of wish it was like that.
Definitely. I like that idea
too.
Hey, I have a quick thought. I saw I wanted to get your take and see if you guys agree. I saw Harbaugh said he doesn't like a lot of the conference moves because he's old school and thinks that the conferences should be based on your geographical location. Do you guys agree with that?
I don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah.
I think the reason why we're going to a 12 playoff team is because of the conference realignment. Because it's no longer going to be the Power 5. It's going to be, okay, now you have to win a loaded SEC, a loaded Big Ten. Like the reason thing is you're going to have multiple losses. You're just going to now. Because you got to bring it every single week. Teams like Bama who, yeah, they're good, but man, it's hard to win every single week against good competition consistently.
Yeah.
So I think geographically really doesn't matter anymore. I think how easy it is to travel and stuff, it really doesn't. I mean, yesterday Utah won a road game in Florida.
Yeah.
Oregon went to Atlanta to play Georgia. It doesn't. I don't think it really matters geographically anymore. It's all about, if you're good enough, they'll get you to play there. So.
Nebraska played in Dublin, Ireland. They don't care about where you play football anymore.
They played?
Oh, yeah.
I thought they showed up.
It was on ESPN 8, the Ocho, because
the Ocho
about them anymore. Like it just, yeah.
No. I saw Nebraska was there. I didn't know they played. I thought they just showed up.
Yeah, no, they had the pickleball championships on the ESPN, so you couldn't watch the game. But
yeah.
Nebraska's not looking solid.
Okay, I'm ready to buy or sell. I'm ready to get into this.
All right, you want to get into the buy or sell?
I do. I have some opinions.
All right. Well, we can dive right into that then. So this is what we're going to do. For both of you guys, we're going to play a little game called buy or sell. So you're either going to buy as like you're for the question I asked, or you're against it. You're going to buy or sell this. So the first question: are tune-up games good for college football? Is Alabama playing Sam Houston State good for college football? Utah State, is that good for that? Is that good for college football, Landon? What do you think?
I think so. I think it's basically a warm-up game. That's basically what it is, and it gives teams like Alabama a chance. Because let's say you open the season against Texas next week, you get a chance to get ready. Because we don't want to see teams get caught off guard and lose first game of the year. We want to see two teams at their best play each other. So Texas had a tune-up game. Bama gets a tune-up game. Now they both get a chance to warm up. Now we get to see them play. So I like it. I think it's good. And you know what? Maybe one of those small teams gets a chance to play with them. And that makes it even better, So
I think they're really good for teams, especially if you have young players. Especially if you have young players that aren't really like they're first time on the field and they might be nervous, not trust the coach and his play calls and stuff like that. And then they kind of, get to blow a team out by 40 and see, okay, coach knows what he's talking about to a certain degree. Gives them that confidence, like, okay, I see where I'm at, like, skill-wise. gauge their talent and stuff like that for sure. But then also on the flip side, definitely don't want to get beat in one of those games like Nebraska. Oh, Nebraska technically wasn't a tune-up game, but should have
It's
been.
in their conference.
Yeah, true. But I was
No. Nebraska's a tune-up game for Northwestern. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
yeah, basically
What
it
it
was
become?
literally what
What
it
it
looked
become?
like. It was bad. But no, I'm
Nebraska
fine.
win yesterday. I know they had a close game with North Dakota.
Hey, we'll talk about that later.
It wasn't that close, but it was.
We'll talk about that
was it,
later.
2 touchdowns?
What?
2 touchdowns?
Yeah, it probably was. It was like 20
We
points.
won by
something like that.
21, but
I did
it was a
21,
struggle.
Dylan, are you buying or selling?
Buying.
The tune-up games.
What do you think?
It's hard because as a fan of college football, I hate seeing Bama go play garbage. I hate it. It's not fun to watch as a fan.
Yeah.
But I do think every team should. I'm going to buy because I do believe that every single team should be allowed one.
Hey, Paul Cruz
At the beginning of the year, I think week 0 should be all tune-up games.
Yeah.
I think week 0 should be all tune-up games. Get them out of the way so that week 1, Power 5 plays Power 5, and let's get to this thing and get it rolling.
Also, Nebraska did win by 21. It was 7-7 halftime and 138-17. So
it was not a good game.
I'm buying Nebraska.
Yeah.
Hey,
for the toilet bowl, brought to you by
I'll go broke too.
Pathetic, man. All right, the second question. This one's fun for me because I absolutely cannot stand this team. Is it time to panic for the Iowa Hawkeyes after a 7-3 win against the South Dakota State Jackrabbits? The most boring game of the week, no question. Landon, what do you think?
I've never turned a game on and turned it off faster. I think I watched 3 offensive plays and I was like, it was horrendous.
Yeah,
Their defense is nice. Now you are playing against South Dakota State.
Hey, watch it now.
South Dakota State's like that though, kind of in the FCS,
but not with. But if you are a Power 5 team,
Especially
you should
Iowa,
manhandle. You are obligated to manhandle these teams for a reason.
That's cap, not NDSU.
That is the worst offensive game. They scored they had a touchdown, 2 safeties and a field goal.
Yeah. They didn't. There wasn't a touchdown in the entire game.
Yeah, 2 safeties and a field goal. So it was 7. That counts. It's basically a touchdown. So we'll just deal with it. But yeah, I'm buying it. They're in trouble. And I'll tell you this, man. If you can't score on South Dakota, what are you going to do against Michigan? Or when you got to play Ohio State or Michigan State? It was guys in your conference who are really good. The Wisconsins. I don't know. It's going to be fun to watch. But, yeah, Dylan, you're going to love watching Iowa get manhandled this year.
I'm buying. It was bad. That was really, really bad. Like, SDSU should have won that game, too, if that quarterback didn't miss that wide-open touchdown that they had in, like, the first quarter. That's a whole different ball game. SDSU should have won that game, and Iowa looked terrible. It was bad.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. That was gone forever.
I was talking about the Pat McAfee one over there playing baseball when that one dude.
That's what I was kind of going at. Yeah, that's hilarious. Jeff Patson, I feel bad for him, but no, I'm 100% buying it. 100%. I mean, I hate Iowa. You guys know that. They're my least favorite school in the country. I hate them with a burning passion. I hate Iowa.
Iowa's my Auburn, so I understand.
Yeah, I hate Iowa. Landon knows I hate Iowa.
He hates Iowa.
But it was fun to watch South Dakota State. It was a terrible football game, horrible game, but it was fun watching SDSU give them a run. I really enjoyed that. Now it was not the number 1 game I was watching because I couldn't watch it. It was pathetic to watch, but it was cool to see.
Seth Benson, Sioux Falls native, had a good game. He was balling for Iowa. Yeah, he was balling. He went to Washington. He was balling. He was good.
Did you work Saturday? Did you see it? Did you work Saturday, Debo? Was there a lot of people? Was there a lot of people in there watching the game?
Yeah, but I had the games pulled up in the bag, so I watched probably watched 2. We had 2 screens going, so I watched 3-4 games.
Was it full? Was it full of fans?
Not really. I mean,
I got you. I just didn't know with two local teams if it was going to be a game or not.
I think a lot of people were at the game. There was a lot of people.
Oh, everybody's at the game.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that drove to Iowa City for the game.
Absolutely. All right, we're getting off topic. But anyway, next question. After the disappointing second half by the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, is Notre Dame still a top 10 team? Debo?
I don't ever think Notre Dame's a top 10 school, but no, definitely not. Definitely not. I don't think so at all.
I got you. So you're selling the fact Notre Dame's top 10 team.
Hey, I'm selling, baby. I'm a car salesman today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say yes. They're number 10. This is why. Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson. Okay. A&M, Utah. Michigan, Oklahoma, Baylor. Who's better than Notre Dame? They went on the road at Ohio State and competed. They didn't have to win that game. The fact they covered 17 and a half is ridiculous. No one thought they were going to cover. So, I mean, Notre Dame, after that, 11's Oregon. So, yeah, Notre Dame is a top 10 team. After that, Oklahoma State, NC State, Southern Cal, Michigan State, Miami, Pitt, Wisconsin, Arkansas. I think Notre Dame would beat all those teams.
You putting Notre Dame above Oregon?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I think Notre Dame would have been a lot better yesterday in Georgia than Oregon would.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Notre Dame. I don't think Notre Dame should be a top 10 team because second half they ran out of gas, and Ohio State.
Who would you put over there?
So I think Notre Dame's just out, and this is 100% because I think this team had a good year last year, and I think they're going to be right there again. And this team is. I think Oklahoma State is 10 and Notre Dame is 11 and Oregon is 12. That's what I think. Oklahoma State is right up there with Baylor. They're going to be another team that's going to compete to get into the Big 12 champions. They're going to be right there. But it'll all play for itself. But I do think right now Oklahoma State's a better offense, a much better offense than Notre Dame has.
I respect it. I respect both takes.
I don't respect either one of you. Next.
Next. All right. Just drop a bomb in there and then next.
That's it, yeah. Bye.
That's the show. No.
See you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. All right. Next question. Will either the Pac-12 or the ACC get a team in the college football playoff? And if you're buying, who is that team? Debo.
Oh, let Landon go first. I want to hear this.
All right. You want to know why? He doesn't have a team. He's thinking right now. That's why he wants you to go first. No, I'm just kidding you, Debo.
100%.
Hey, listen. I don't know because the only team that I saw get in there was Utah. Here's what I think is going to happen. SEC. I think Bama and Georgia are going to win out, and they're going to go to the playoffs. I think it depends on how the Big 10 and Big 12 play out. If they're all beating up on each other, I don't know. It depends. If Georgia gets a loss, Georgia does have a tough schedule. Let's say Georgia loses to Florida. Okay, who would you put in? A 2-loss Georgia team. Let's just say they lose 2 games, or 2-loss Bama, whatever. A 2-loss Ohio State team.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say this: a 2-loss Georgia team, the SEC champ runner-up. We won't say Georgia or Bama. SEC champ runner-up, not the conference champ runner-up. 2 losses, or Pac-12 champ, 1 loss, and the first loss is on the road at Florida, which is a hard place to win. Bama won last year there by what was it? I think it was 3 or 7. It was a really close game. So, and they were the second best team in the country. So when you look at it, you got to think. You don't know how they're going to play out, but are you going to put a 1-loss Pac-12 champion? Because look, Utah might win out. Their hardest games the rest of the year gets ranked. They have 2 more ranked teams that play the rest of the year. You know who they are? They go to Oregon. They go at Oregon. And I don't think anyone on this show is confident in Oregon for anything right now.
No, yeah.
I am. I don't think Oregon's that bad.
USC has to go to Utah.
Yeah.
So outside of that, they don't play anybody else that's ranked or even close to being ranked.
I still don't think Oregon's that bad.
If Utah wins out and they beat everybody convincingly, and their only loss is 3, which everyone knows, kick the field goal, go and play for overtime. And they didn't do it. So if they have one loss by 3 and they're winning every single game convincingly and they're Pac-12 champ, I think that's the best shot of anybody getting in. And then Clemson going undefeated. It could happen. Clemson does have some tough games, but I think those are the only 2 who actually could, and that's a pretty good shot.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Devo, what do you think?
I mean, I think Clemson, but hold on. I think Clemson, but you guys are really done with Oregon after this week 1. Bro, they played Georgia, dog. Like, we act like they're playing some bums out here.
They got the rest of their schedule. They got to go to. They go to Utah.
Okay.
Oregon's not beating Utah.
We'll see.
Not beating Utah.
Unless Cam Rising has the worst game of his life, they're not losing to Utah. Much better.
In 2 weeks they host BYU. In 2 weeks they host BYU.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple weeks later, they're gonna host Utah. They don't play USC, but they also gonna have to play a Pac-12 championship. Most likely will be against USC at a neutral site. So, do you think they can beat USC at a neutral site and beat Utah at home?
No. I think Oregon will finish 4th in the Pac-12, but
now it's just last thing I'll say. We can move on. This is the last thing I'll say.
Right, you're good.
Is I don't think they're done. I just think that Utah controlling their own destiny is done. They don't control their own destiny. They need other teams to lose. Clemson does. If Clemson wins out, they're in. But Utah, it's just not yet. That's the answer. I'm not gonna sell yet, but I'll buy.
I got you. I am going. It's tough because I think what happens if Michigan beats Ohio State again this year, and then Ohio State's sitting there with a 1-loss team, 2-loss team. That's tough. Georgia, Bama, I think both of them got to get in no matter what, unless one of them has a loss in there to somebody that we don't know about. I think both of them got to get in.
Last year. Hold on, question. Last year, did Georgia only lost to Bama, right? Or did they lose to another team early in the year?
No, their only loss was the SEC championship game.
Got you.
And I think it's going to be the same thing this year. I think they're just going to rule everybody. And then the winner of that game, I think both of them get in. It'll be the 1 and the 4 seed or the 1 and the 3 seed like last year, unless something crazy happens. I don't know, man. It's tough because I'm going to have to buy it. Because of Clemson not having to play anybody than Notre Dame, who Notre Dame doesn't have the firepower.
Ooh, Notre Dame and Clemson, that'd be a game. Where's that
at?
Is it South Bend or is that Clemson?
I don't know. I have to look. I haven't looked that far ahead yet. But Notre Dame plays Clemson. I think that I'm going to say sell. I'm going to sell. So I think Clemson's going to get beat by somebody. They always have a close game with somebody. I think Clemson's not going to get in.
It's out South Bend.
Yeah, I think Clemson is not going to get in, and I do think this is the year that the Big 12 gets a team in there. I really think so, and I think Georgia and Alabama are both going to be in, and I think
Georgia, Bama. You think you were with me? Georgia, Bama, Big 10 champ, Big 12 champ. Yeah,
that's what I think. Yeah. All right, this one was specifically requested by our man, the down south man himself. Will Bryce Young repeat as the Heisman 2022 Heisman?
Yeah. I think as of right now, I saw out yesterday who had a Heisman-like performance. Stetson Bennett did. Heisman? No.
No, yeah.
He had a great game. Yeah, he did. Anthony Richardson had a great game.
He did.
We both know to win the Heisman, your team can't lose 4 games.
Yeah, they can't lose 2
games.
Yeah.
So out of the contentions yesterday, what quarterback had the best game?
Oh, by far.
Bryce Young. And now, I don't know, man. I don't know how Bryce Young does in big games. Oh, wait. We do. He's dominated every big game. Every single game Bryce Young has been in, he's done great. Outside of the national championship last year where his top two receivers were down.
So he doesn't have one of these is what you're saying.
He's got an SEC one, though.
SEC, yeah. SEC
And not a natty, though.
Without his two top receivers. If Jameson Williams and Mechie plays,
fair.
they win that game. I will say that every day for the day till I die. Georgia had a great team last year. But, okay, you know what? Give it 6 months, and we're sitting here, and Bryce Young's got one of these, and a second one of these.
And one of these. Yeah, he's got one of these.
When he's got everything, then we'll see.
Or Stetson's going to get another one and put one on each. Give him these.
Stetson's not. Stetson.
Oh, okay.
Let me go here. Let me give you guys a stat line really quick, and I want to see if you guys can tell me who this is.
Hold on, have they released the preseason Heisman finalists? Or like or have they? Who's like?
It was C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young were the top two. Ohio State quarterback and then Bryce Young.
I know defensive players don't really get love like that, but I think
Will Anderson too.
Will Anderson's got a shot.
Yeah, Will Anderson. I forgot about him. Yeah. All right, let me give you a stat line here, and let me tell you who you guys think is good or not. 25 for 26 passing, 361 yards, and 6 touchdowns passing. Pretty darn good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you who did this yesterday.
Was that
a man by the name of Chase Bryce?
Bryce.
Appalachian State's quarterback.
Yeah.
Played out of his mind yesterday.
17th, the dog, the receiver.
Yeah,
sounds
I know.
Good when he choked the game away.
But those stat lines, Bryce Young puts up almost every week. He puts up 4+ touchdowns.
And they got A&M next week.
Stetson Bennett had his game. I will say Chase Bryce, he played unbelievable. DJ Ukulele will not be good. I don't think he's going to carry him enough. I think I'm buying for sure that Bryce Young. It's going to be tough because repeat Heismans don't happen.
No,
He's got to play out of his mind. I think if Bama does what they do, I think he wins it.
Appalachian State lost, right?
What's up, Devo?
Appalachian State lost, right?
Yeah, they did. But on the craziest game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Such a good game. If you missed that.
Their quarterback had a great stats game, but he sold the bag at the end.
He did.
He did.
Two terrible 2-point conversions. Absolutely horrible. But
all right.
Was Chase Bryce Clemson? Was he their backup last year?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure Chase Bryce was the backup for Clemson a year ago or 2 years ago.
Are you serious?
I'm almost positive he was like one of their backups. Can you guys look that up really quick?
You're thinking Kelly Bryant. He was their starter.
No. Chase Bryce.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What?
He came in when somebody got hurt or something.
That's wild.
Yeah, Chase Bryce.
He not only played at Clemson. Guess where else he played at?
Where?
He played at Duke University.
Oh, yeah?
With Cedric Highsmith. So
there you go. All right. So we're gonna play another game to tie up the day. We're gonna play my favorite game I've done since I was like 10 years old. I've done it with Debo countless times. We're gonna play Guess Their College. I love this game because it always brings up the talk of old players and what they did in their dominance. It's always the kind of the icebreaker to get into that conversation. And I've spent countless times on both of your guys' couches talking about old
literally
old things. That's what we did. That's how we became such great friends, all three of us. I mean, it really is because of old sports players. So we're gonna start off easy to hard. I'm gonna ask each of you 6 players, and then we're gonna have a bonus question, a bonus player for both of them.
All right, go ahead.
And in honor of NFL Final Cut being last week, every single player that I have in this was cut by an NFL team this past week.
Okay.
So, Landon, first question. Starting out really easy, then we're going to go into hard. Cut by the Minnesota Vikings. Good riddance to you.
Texas A&M.
Kellen Mond.
I knew it. I knew it because you hate Kellen Mond.
I know. I hate him. That's why I
I knew he was going to get brought up. I saw he got cut. I think Dylan sent it to me on Instagram.
The worst preseason I've ever seen from a quarterback. So bad.
Dude, I wish one day we got to be able to put up when something happens and people get like cut or something. Because I think Dylan sent it to me. I think he said like good riddance.
Horrible, dude.
This man's job and livelihood. I was like, get him out of here.
I just All right, Debo. Here's an easy one. Cut by the Arizona Cardinals. Trace McSorley. That one's easy.
No, not my God.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Bro, that's one of the best songs.
All right. Landon, back to you. Cut by the Baltimore Ravens. Brett Hundley. That one's pretty easy too.
Oh, dude, hold up.
Brett Hundley. I know Debo knows it.
It's big. It's a Big Ten team, isn't it?
No.
Potentially.
No. Not yet.
Don't say that. That gives it away.
Not yet. He was on a Big Ten team, right?
No.
No, he was not at that. No, he wasn't that. No.
Okay, I think I had an idea, but I got really confused with the not yet thing. Is it Big 12?
No.
Don't look it up. Eyes up.
No, look, my phone's over here. I promise you. I don't have it. I really am trying to think.
Debo's giving you a pretty good clue right now.
It's gonna piss me off whenever you.
He's giving you a couple of good clues with the not yet.
It's a blue shirt. I have no idea.
Think of conference moves.
All right, he took too long. He doesn't get the point. UCLA Bruins, who are not yet in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
University
of Central Los Angeles.
Football, I'll be honest with you guys.
Central Los Angeles, California, Los Angeles.
Maybe if he was better, I would
not.
About him. No, that's
University of California. Hold on.
It's University of Central Los Angeles. It's Central Los Angeles.
Okay, let's look it up. Okay, first of all,
it's University of California, Los Angeles, 100%.
I want to say this. If he was better, then I would have heard about him. UCLA, it stands for the University of California, Los Angeles.
Cal.
What? That's Cal.
100% California.
He's looking it up too. He doesn't want to be wrong.
100%, dude. A lot of colleges have the state and then the city.
Go to the next one, Dylan. We can't.
I can't believe you didn't know what UCLA was. That's crazy.
I promise you, it's not it.
All right, Debo, while you're looking. Cut by the Buffalo Bills. Are you listening?
Yes.
Be careful with this
Matt Barkley.
one. Oh.
That's easy.
Yeah, be careful with that one.
USC.
Yeah, I do. I gotta be really careful with that one.
I thought that's where you were going. I was like, oh, wait, let's not do this on here.
Yeah, right. You got it, USC. All right. Landon. Cut by the Dallas Cowboys. Ben DiNucci.
Oh, Ben DiNucci. He got cut?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea where he's from, but I remember him last year playing.
I'll give you a clue. It's a small school. Really small.
I know it's not a Power 5 school.
No.
Yeah, he's somewhere stupid like Central Michigan, like somewhere like crazy. I'll say BYU. Just
the only team that gives North Dakota State a run in the FCS.
It's not South Dakota State.
James
Madison.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he was a good third string.
All right, Debo. This one might be easy, but he hasn't played. He hasn't been to college in quite a while.
Yeah.
Cut by the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Devin Funchess.
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan. Debo's got all three. Landon got to catch up.
I got one.
Landon, cut by the Houston Texans. Marlon Mack, running back.
He played at the Bills too, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, cut by the Texans.
The Texans? Oh no, I know this one. It's they're green. South Florida?
Attaboy. Big good pull. Big one.
It's been a while since he's been in college.
Yeah, long time.
I was gonna say Central Florida. What conference is that? What is South Florida? What conference is that?
Oh, I know what it is. It's
the American. Is it the American?
Yeah, it's gonna kill me if that is. I know
not all American.
No.
All American.
No.
I forgot. It's isn't it something American like big American? Nah.
It's I'm looking.
You know it's Conference USA, right?
I think it's Conference USA.
Yeah. CUSA.
Don't give me the next one. I'm looking it up.
Landon.
No, it's the American. It's the American.
Oh, it's the American Conference. Okay.
Yeah.
Cut by the
me?
Indianapolis Colts.
Me?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh.
Cut by the Indianapolis Colts. Running back Philip Lindsay.
He played for the Broncos.
He did. Where did he go to college?
Philip Lindsay went to.
It's pretty close.
It is a Power 5 school.
It's pretty close.
You say it's pretty close? Okay, is it Colorado?
Yeah.
It is Colorado. Debo, you get me out.
Debo gave it to me. Thanks, Debo. What's the score?
It is. Let me see here.
Would you have guessed that if I wouldn't have said anything? Were you?
Oh no, Philip Lindsay? No, heck no.
Oh,
I think it's 3-2 Debo.
I got Marlon Mack. I got Philip Lindsay, and I got the first one. I got.
Oh, count them on. If you have 3, I think Debo's 4. No, I haven't asked Debo's fourth question yet.
Oh, okay,
Here
so
we
it's 3-3 right now. Okay.
Yeah. Debo. Mohamed Sanu cut by the Miami Dolphins this week.
I know this, bro.
This is kind of a tough one. Power 5 school.
Oh, I know who he played at. I know this one.
I want to say it's Georgia, right?
Can I guess it? Can I see
Yeah,
it?
go ahead. Let it go.
Hold. No.
One more guess.
I actually know.
No.
Dylan's told me and Dylan have had this conversation.
It's not a major Power 5 school, right?
No.
Like is it Rutgers?
No. It is Rutgers. That's a boy.
I knew it was Rutgers.
That's a boy. That's a good one.
It was
Good
Rutgers.
one.
Dang. No, because I didn't believe it. I had to look it up a long time ago because Dylan
Yeah.
told me to Rutgers, and I was like, there's no way he went to Rutgers.
All right.
He's like a younger cousin or younger brother that plays at Rutgers right now, I think. That's the only reason I know that.
Dang. Debo coming with the knowledge.
Stupid.
All right. Landon, right? Landon. Cut by the New York Jets. Tevin Coleman.
It's all these guys from that Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl team we're talking about today. Tevin Coleman. It's Big Ten. Right? Big Ten?
It is.
I want to say, I know it's red. I want to say the Wisconsin or Indiana. Is it one of those two?
I don't know.
Oh, your eyes got really big. Oh, I'm going to say Indiana, even though it's probably Wisconsin.
Landon Stidham pulling it out. Indiana Hoosier.
Okay, yeah. Tevin Coleman's a dog, dude.
You guys looking these up? You guys are killing.
I'm really not.
My phone's up.
I got the two easy ones. I got the two easy ones wrong.
I got the group chat pulled up on my phone.
I'm impressed.
All
right.
I might as well talking crap in the group chat while we're on the show.
Here we go.
You can talk in this private chat right
I messed up the order, so I'm going to go back to Landon to keep it on normal. So, Landon.
Okay.
Cut by the Tennessee Titans. This man was their longest tenured player on the team.
Hey, can I guess who it is? I know it's the punter, right?
Yeah, punter Brett Kern.
I don't follow punters. Honestly, I don't. Can I get like a?
Yeah, not Power 5.
Can I phone a friend?
Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters?
Blake.
Yeah, Blake. You know what? Call him. Let's see if he knows it.
Okay, hold up. One second.
All right. While you're doing that, Debo, I'll give you yours.
All right.
Cut by the New England Patriots. Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Butler? Oh, that's Middle Tennessee State or something like that?
No. Same region. I'll give you one more guess. It's kind of a tough one.
Power 5 or non-Power 5?
Non-Power 5.
Hey, this is Blake Stidham. I'm sorry I can't get to the phone. If you'll just
all right, well, Blake didn't get it.
I just wait. Hold up. I just texted him. He'll text me back. I think he's
Malcolm Butler. Same region. Is it a known? Is it a common name? Or is it like
I think it's an FCS school.
Hey, Blake texted me. He said he's on the phone with somebody, but I asked him. I said, "Do you know where Brett Kern went to college?" He said Toledo, right?
Blake Stidham knows it. Toledo.
No, dude, Blake knows. Blake loves the old head, bro.
Is it University of? I want to say it's like University of Chattanooga, Tennessee. I want to say it's Tennessee or something like that.
It's not, but it's close to Tennessee. I'll give you one more guess. It's close to Tennessee. Malcolm Butler.
Hold on.
Landon might know this.
I know this.
Hold.
I really cannot. Dude, I'm gonna steal it. I love Malcolm Butler.
I'm trying to think of like the FCS schools from that area.
Malcolm
are
Butler,
they FCS or are they Group of 5? I can't remember.
They're Group of 5.
No, not Group of 5. Not Group of 5. They're just a small school. Like I don't know if they're FCS or not.
All right,
McNeese State. I don't know.
No, West Alabama.
West Alabama. Dylan, you gotta steal it.
My bad.
Literally, from West Alabama, when I was in high school,
I wouldn't have guessed that. I know players from
West Alabama's like handout sheet for the athletic. It was really all Malcolm Butler. It was all him. It was like the year that he had the interception.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's some studs out of West Alabama. I didn't realize he went there. I actually did not know that.
4-4.
Yeah, it's tied up going into the bonus round. And if that's the question, if you guys don't get either one of these, then I'll just start looking up players and we'll get it done.
Okay.
Landon, I know Debo knows this one, so I'm giving it to Landon. Your bonus question.
Okay.
Cut by the New York Jets. Quarterback Chris Streveler.
Dude, we had a phone call conversation about this dude.
Yeah, I know.
Follows me on Instagram. I swear to God.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. That's why I know Debo knows it.
I don't know. He went
technically there's two answers.
It has to be. It's a Dakota school, obviously.
There's two answers.
There is two answers. All right.
You said South Dakota last week. I'm pretty sure when you told me we went to South Dakota. I don't know if it's South Dakota State, but I know when y'all said South Dakota.
All right. What school are you picking, Landon? What school?
South Dakota State.
I know for sure. I have told you about this guy in your basement before. I know.
South Dakota.
It's USD. Yeah.
Which one?
I already told him. It's USD.
Yotes or Jackrabbits?
Yeah.
Oh, there's two.
Coyotes or Jackrabbits?
SDSU, South Dakota State is the blue one.
My final answer is South Dakota. So either I'm wrong or I'm right.
If you can get the second school, we'll give you 2 points. If you can get the second school, we'll give you 2 points.
There's no way I'm gonna get it. There's no way.
Oh, you should know. You should know.
Power 5 school.
Tie. Oh, I can't give him a hint.
Power 5 school.
I'll take my point, and I'll go ahead and see if Debo can get his right.
They have a really good rowing team.
Is it Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, rowing the boat.
I know you said rowing team. I knew row the boat was the thing.
Yeah. All right, Debo.
Yeah.
To keep it alive. Cut by the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
Also a quarterback.
Okay.
Nate Sudfeld.
I have no idea who that is.
Power 5 school. Nate Sudfeld backed up what's his face in the Super Bowl. He was his backup, the third string on the Super Bowl team with Nick Foles and Wentz, the Eagles.
Oh wow, for the Eagles, okay. You got 10
Power
seconds.
5 school.
Power 5 school.
Any other hints you can give me besides that?
I'm looking it up because I actually don't know.
Yeah, it's
What's
tough.
his name?
You got any small hints?
This team's already been said today in our deal.
What's his name again?
Nate Sudfeld.
I know that, bro. I know where he went to.
Well, if you know,
Already
then
been
say
Did
it.
he ever start in college? That's what I need to. Did he start in college at all?
I didn't even. I had to look this one up. I didn't even know. I actually didn't know this one.
Dude, I do know where he's at. Went to college at. Wow.
Yo, show me a picture of his face, Landon. Go to Google Images and show me a picture of his face. I might know him by his face. Oh, that's definitely a lunch pail guy.
Dude, he did high IQ.
I'm gonna have to go. Like major Power 5 or like in Power 5.
Power 5.
Idaho. I don't know.
No, I said they've already been said on this show.
Purdue. I meant Purdue.
We haven't said Purdue.
You haven't said Purdue.
I have no clue. I don't even know who. Iowa. Nate Sudfeld. I don't know.
No, Indiana.
Indiana. Yeah.
Oh well.
Does that
Oh,
mean
well.
I win?
I helped Landon with one, so we gotta.
No, I won. You should have helped me.
Hey, it's all good. I'll let you
Tap
take
on
it
the
up.
friend.
That's funny.
He said, and I
All right,
phoned a friend.
I think that's gonna be the new.
He phoned a friend and I gave him one.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Baby.
I'll give you 2 new ones. That was just too much.
No, well, we're finishing on that one.
Hold on, give me one more.
We
You gotta give
do
me.
our top 5.
You gotta give me
We
one more to
hurry-
redeem
we
myself
hurry it
real
up.
quick.
We're already over
All
an
right,
hour.
all right. I'll give Debo. I'll give Debo one more.
Okay, make it fast.
If you get this one, you win, Debo.
All right. Watch
There's
me
no
get
way.
this.
There's
Watch me
absolutely no
get
way
this.
you get this. Let me look this up. I actually don't know it.
Yeah, Rhett, give him somebody like.
Yeah, no, he's screwed. All right, here we go. We're going with an old school player.
Okay.
Not old school, but we were all kids.
Okay.
This man was a quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
Short-lived. Number 12, Gus Frerotte. I always mention his name. You even know who that is?
Yeah, I know who Gus Frerotte is.
I don't. I thought you were going to do the
Gus
Cunningham
Frerotte.
guy. I probably Randy Moss.
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
Gus Frerotte. We'll go. University of Minnesota Webster. I don't know.
No, it's Tulsa. I had to give you one. I had to give you a tough one. All right,
Okay.
He knew it.
all right. We're gonna end the show with our final segment here. You guys are gonna give me after week 1 your top 5 key teams in the country, and then we'll sign off.
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
I don't even know.
I got mine. Can you go ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Lynn.
Okay, I got a tie at number 5 because I could not decide. I think it's
Who's-
between Michigan and Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma a lot. Dylan Gabriel yesterday, both of them had warm-up games. But, I mean, both of them executed well on offense and defense. Michigan, I wanted to put Michigan there. They're still trying to figure things out with the quarterback position. So, but I like both teams. And I wanted to put them at 4 and 5 and do my 4 as a tie. My 4 is Clemson. I'll give Clemson the edge just as Clemson has not played yet. And sometimes the best thing to do is not play, because then no one can say anything bad about you. But everybody's going to be watching them play Georgia Tech. Everyone expects them to beat them by a lot. If they don't blow out Georgia Tech, they'll be out of this top 5 for sure. 3, I'm going to go Ohio State. I really thought they were about to put it on Notre Dame, and they just did it. They laid an egg. They won the game, by more than one score, but I mean, still, it just felt like they laid an egg. And then 2, I'm going to go Georgia. Georgia, great game against Oregon. We'll see how Georgia's coming these next few weeks. 1, Alabama playing against Texas next week. We'll see. But so Bama, Georgia, Ohio State, Clemson, and then Oklahoma, Michigan. Round out my 5.
All right, Devo, do you have yours ready, or do you want me to go?
That was 6, wasn't it? He said,
Yeah, it was 6. I did Oklahoma, Michigan tie. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna do Michigan just because they're in the playoffs last year and have more experience.
They really ranked Ohio State over Georgia. Oh, no shot.
Yeah, that might. I wonder how that's going to change. They haven't come out yet, have they?
They put Bama's at 1. Ohio State's still at 2 over Georgia. Georgia's 3.
Until they lose or Georgia has a crazy win or something. I think Ohio State's not moving until Georgia or until Ohio State loses. I really don't think so.
Most people are putting Georgia to pass Ohio State this week, so
yeah.
And they got Notre Dame dropping to 10.
I'm gonna have to go Bama, Georgia, Ohio State, Clemson, and then at 5 I'm gonna have to put
Texas.
I'll throw Michigan in there. I don't really know, bro. I don't know. This year's a down year for college. I feel
Everybody.
like, yeah,
It's fun though.
it is.
All right,
Who
bro,
you got?
I'm going to go Bama and then Georgia, Ohio State. I got Michigan 4.
Okay.
Okay, I respect that.
I don't think Clemson's it. I mean, yeah, they're gonna be in the playoff because they play the ACC, which is
Okay.
a joke. But I think Texas A&M's better than them, man. I got A&M 5.
So you're leaving out. So 4 is you said
Clemson
Michigan?
6, and then I got Baylor 7,
What do y'all put Oklahoma at?
right behind them.
At 8?
8, yeah.
Is there any Carolina teams in
Baylor,
the
Oklahoma's
SEC?
gonna. What's up, Debo?
Are there any Carolina teams in the SEC, like any North or South Carolina
South
teams?
Carolina.
South Carolina's garbage.
They should swap. I mean, they should swap South Carolina. I think, bro, that'd be sick if they put Clemson in the SEC. That'd be sick.
I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. But Dabo will be at Bama soon. So actually, he won't. Nick Saban's probably gonna live forever. By the
How old is Saban? Is he like 70s or is he like 60s?
Oh yeah, he's in the 70s.
He's an old guy, but he says he's got 2 more years. So
He feels young. He got mad at a reporter for calling him a holder on his way out.
I'm surprised in like all these years, at least notably, I'm surprised we've never seen a coach croak on the field. There's some old coaches out there, bro.
Not die, croak.
He croaked
That's
over.
the word.
He croaked over.
Yeah, I do think this next week, this top 5 is going to look different.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. Well, I think that kind of wraps it up. I want to, Devo, do you got any last minute thoughts for the fans at home?
If Nebraska would have lost yesterday, Scott Frost is getting fired.
Yeah, absolutely.
That dude, I don't know what it is. Every interview I watch of him, he looks hammered 24/7. That dude, that was not good. I turned the game off at halftime. I couldn't watch it, bro. It was not good.
Yeah, no. My dad texts me out of the blue. This Scott Frost can't catch a break. Like, Dad, out of nowhere, like
Oh my goodness.
Scott Frost can't catch a break. He's like feeling bad. For the guy.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
Landon, you got anything?
Yeah. So today is obviously Monday. We have the college ball recap, but Wednesday, boys, we're gonna start NFL football.
NFL week.
That's
NFL
what,
week.
I mean, we obviously college football is our first love.
I think Debo's a big NFL guy.
I like
College football's our first love.
I like
The
college,
NFL
but it's
is-
just like mainly
NFL
like
is it's the meme where the guy's walking with his girlfriend and looks back,
Yeah.
The NFL's walking by, and that first game of the season, you got Bills at Rams. You got Von Miller coming back to Los Angeles after he won a chip. You got Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs on a revenge tour. I think it's gonna be a fun game. I'm ready to pick those winners and the weekend winners. And then we got Friday. Friday, we're gonna talk about college football and NFL. And we're going to get to talk about this Texas-Alabama game. And I hope everyone in here is picking Alabama. Because if you're not, Friday, I'm going to absolutely shred you in a debate. So,
Are we going to talk about the Georgia Tech Clemson game on that show too? Because they play tomorrow.
I'm sure we will on Wednesday or Friday.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll talk about it. I know because today is Monday, so I mean that's already happened. So we have to.
It's tonight. So
Yeah.
What game?
It's Monday night is the.
Who?
Yeah, but we're shooting this show for Monday, you goofball. It's supposed to be Monday.
That's why I said it's tonight, Dylan, because this is a Monday show.
Don't they play Sunday?
Today
I
is
feel
Sunday. Today is Sunday.
Yeah, they play
Today's
tonight.
Sunday.
They play
play tonight.
tomorrow. They
Sunday
play
for Monday.
tomorrow.
Clemson plays on Monday. So
Oh,
said
they
tonight.
played tonight. My bad. That's on me.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Oh
It's on
my
me.
God.
All right, that's it. That's all I got to say.
that's on me. All right,
We're just gonna go ahead and. I'm just
Take me out of the show.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
He's cut off. All right, I want to tie in really quick. This is for the boys and people out there that are watching. We're gonna move our time that we go live. We're gonna start it. We're doing 11 o'clock Eastern time. Is that what we're doing?
Somewhere in there.
11 o'clock Eastern time, so that people on the West Coast can see it too. That's where I'm at. I'm in Arizona.
We can go to social media and we'll have it posted about when we're doing episodes and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, we're gonna go 11 a.m. Eastern from here on out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This is the check out the Fan Cave podcast. Keep subscribing. Please like and subscribe. That's how we know that we're doing the right thing. Comment. Let us know what we can be better at, or what topics you guys want to talk about. Let us know what you guys think. And this is episode 2 is not bad, boys.
If you got anything you want us to cover, please leave in the comments. Otherwise, hit us on our social medias too. If you want us to talk about anything on the show,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like, subscribe, follow our social media, everything.
Absolutely. All right, boys. It's been fun. We'll see you Wednesday. And yeah.
deuces.
That's
Yo,
it.
yo.
Roll Tide.
See you, boys.